Okay, first of all, I'd like to say, when I saw this film on Netflix and I saw this photo, I thought it was probably about Albert Einstein. I didn't read the synopsis and it was not about him. That was moderately disappointing, because that's why I watched it. Oh well. Okay, right in there. Just watched Nebraska by Alexander Payne. It is still on my Netflix. It's just finished. I hope that's back into where it was. Yeah, good film. It's basically just, well, the way that I've read it was that it was showing how, as a society, that we sort of interact and treat the elderly. Yeah, I can't even say that word. Elderly. Them people. So it's about how we treat our elders and our peers, and has 2 points from both David, who is his son, and the wife, who's called Kate, I believe. And David treats him like a lot more respectful and takes him to where he needs to be in the end, despite knowing that ultimately what he's going towards is a complete scam. Okay, so in comparison to normal cinema genre, it's different. For a film released in 2013 and they're still using black and white, they've done it purposely. I'm not too sure why, but it does give a sort of tone to the film which isn't one which you'd expect there to be loads of action and explosions, and, well, it's not an action film. Despite being an adventure film in some ways, and a comedy and kind of a drama, it completely focuses on the story rather than the special effects and the cinematography in that. Although there are very nice shots in it, they're all quite, like, there's some nice establishing shots. We've got the basic use of wide shots and long shots, very few close-ups and even fewer extreme close-ups. The cinematography is just very basic for a film, but it works with what they're trying to get, due to the fact that with the indie films they focus a lot more on a story and try and put across the microcosms of society through various stories. For example, this one with how we treat our elders. But yeah, apart from the use of focusing only on the narrative, it followed the main conventions of a mainstream film anyway, I think. Used relatively mainstream actors in some of the parts, only 2 of them that I knew, but as far as I'm aware, the person who played his son is relatively mainstream at the moment. Had the guy who plays Saul in Breaking Bad, and also I think it was the warden from Prison Break was one of the old guys who treated Woody badly. But yeah, I think it was a good film. I don't see a problem with it. It was a bit slow to start, but I was happy with how the film got resolved. I think it was a very basic A to B. They went from somewhere to somewhere else. That was it. But the way that it was put across, I think it's a 2-hour film, and for the fact they only travel across 2 states and that's it, to basically find out that what they were looking for doesn't exist, is quite a sad sort of tone to it. But the way that it was put across makes me feel happy at the end. Like, the ending, he gets the truck that he was wanting. He was trying to get $1 million for a truck, and they don't cost that much, so his son buys him a truck at the end and it allows him to drive through the town where everyone was making fun of him. And it's just it's quite a funny scene, and there is quite a lot of funny bits throughout it. I wouldn't class it as a comedy as such, but there were a few bits which did make me chuckle. So yeah, I definitely suggest people watching it. It's a well thought out film. I think it's the best way. It's got really nice reviews. I think 90% or something on Rotten Tomatoes, and IMDb rated it weirdly because they do. But yeah, I'd say watch that because it's good. Now I need to watch some others because deadlines. Cheers.